Is your Thursday. It means it's time for the imagination station there in-house right now with a fun and exciting science experiment. Amy Cress joins us again. And Amy, what's up today?
Well, like you said, it is really, really hot outside,
So
right?
we need something cool.
We do. In fact, we need something cold, right?
Okay.
So
Ice cream?
Not quite, I wish. We have something even colder than ice cream.
Okay.
It's called liquid nitrogen. Now, we can't eat it, but we can do some pretty cool stuff with it.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we're going to have to put on our safety goggles. All right. And the first thing we're going to do is a little safety experiment here, okay? So we have a hot dog right here. Chris, why don't you hold that up?
Leftovers from yesterday, 4th of July.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, our hot dog is going to act like a finger. So we're going to see what happens if we put our finger in some liquid nitrogen, okay? So I'm going to pour it into this beaker over here. So here's the liquid nitrogen.
Woo!
All right. So go ahead and place that hot dog right in there.
That to me looks like it's boiling.
Boiling.
It's boiling not because it's hot, but because it's cold, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I can put this in?
Yeah. And we'll leave that in there for a while.
Okay.
Boiling just means changing from a liquid to a gas. And we're going to explore some of those properties in a little bit. But first, I want to show you what it looks like exactly. Okay,
all right.
So I'm going to pour some on the tray right here. And you can actually go ahead and blow away this fog-like stuff here. And we can see all this little water-like stuff dancing around. That's our liquid nitrogen. That's the stuff we don't want to touch.
Okay.
Okay, liquid nitrogen is 320 degrees below zero.
Really?
Very, very, very cold.
Wow.
Don't want to be touching this stuff.
All right, we're never going to complain about cold weather in the winter ever again.
Exactly.
Unless it's liquid nitrogen cold.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to place this right in here. But Chris, why don't you go ahead and take that hot dog out, or a finger out of there.
Is it cooked yet?
I think it's pretty much done. Okay, go ahead and tap it on the tray. Yikes. All right, next thing, go ahead and pick up that hammer over there. I want to see what happens when we hit it pretty hard here. You ready?
Time to get business done.
All right, go ahead and smack it.
I just shattered the weather center with a frozen hot dog.
You did, and imagine that being your finger. Okay, that's pretty crazy. So that's exactly what frostbite is too. It's when you, all the water molecules on the inside there, all that liquid inside of your cells gets frozen up and can cause some permanent damage.
Poor frozen hot dog.
Yeah, but let's go back to this thing about it boiling, right? We know that boiling just means it's changing from a liquid to a gas. Doesn't have to do with temperature. So I brought a tea kettle here.
Okay.
Tea kettles we usually use boiling some water on the stove, right? So I'm going to pour some of my liquid nitrogen right in here. All right. Just like the water, right?
Very cool.
So the relative temperature difference is the same. Our tea kettle right here is just as hot to the liquid nitrogen is as the stove is to the water.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's causing it to boil there. So Chris, if it's boiling, changing from a liquid to a gas, do you think we could blow up a balloon with our liquid nitrogen?
Probably.
Probably. Should we try it out?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's give it a go.
All right. So I'm going to pour some right into the test tube right here. All right, spurting out at us a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Cover it with our balloon.
And voila.
And voila. There we go. So all that liquid nitrogen down there is constantly changing from a liquid into a gas. It can blow up about 800 times its volume, I believe. It's going to keep going. I'm going to speed up the process a little bit, though.
Let's see it.
So I'm going to warn you, it's going to be really loud when it pops. Okay, so I'm going to tip it over. All right. So it's going to continue.
I got people in the studio covering their ears.
Oh, I don't blame them. All right, so it's continuing to boil until all that liquid nitrogen inside there is gone. Woo, keep it going. Now this is only a 9-inch balloon too. Woo! So it blows up a huge amount, right? Huge, huge, huge. All right, so we just saw it blow up a balloon. What if we put some balloons inside of our liquid nitrogen?
All righty, sounds good.
3 balloons in here. Do you think we're going to be able to fit them all in?
Well, let's give it a try.
All right, so let's go ahead. So we've got balloon number 1 here. All right, that one went in pretty easily, right? Okay, balloon number 2. Now, you being a meteorologist, you probably know what's going on here, right?
It's cooling and it is shrinking inside the balloon.
Exactly. All that air inside there is going to be able to condense down into a liquid. And we're going to actually bring these out and show you what it looks like here. I'm going to push it down inside of our liquid nitrogen. Okay, so here we go. Let's try it out. So here's our balloon. Looks like it's deflated, right? Chris, you can actually go ahead and pick that one up. I'll bring out the other 2.
And it's re-inflating as it warms back up.
Exactly. The air outside is, the air out in here is so much warmer than that liquid nitrogen. it's going to start to reinflate.
Very cool.
And our hand can actually speed up that process.
Another fun and exciting day of science experiments. We are out of time playing with liquid nitrogen. Of course, we could do this all day long. You guys rock out at the Imagination Station all day long and are having fun. Your Farm Fest is going to be continuing through early August, correct?
Yes, exactly, August 5th.
All righty. Amy Cress, thank you so much for more fun and exciting science experiments. Can't beat that. Frozen hot dogs.